Killer Meat, the goddamn Witchfinder General, you got a witch y'all, burn their ass up.
When I was a kid, I used to get in a lot of trouble. Now I'm not a kid. Now I get in shitloads of trouble. I'm an adult and I still dibble and dabble in mischief. Hell, broth, boil, and bubble. I'm old enough to buy a gun and a six-pack and old enough to die from them. Man, it kicks ass. Finally, I'm a grown-up, doing grown-up things, doing donuts in a Toyota with the windows in it illegally, and a windshield with the windows up, and there's a little weed in me, so instinctively I'll do some more bad decision-making and reasoning. Talk about impaired judgment, my judgment's more impaired. The judges in wheelchairs judging paraplegic defendants that kill their husbands for stepping out on them. Yeah, I've been there, done it, and that's why in the back of a squad car, I found myself, I'm back in the back of a squad car. Anyone would tell you it's no fun in the back of a squad car. In the back of a squad car. Why it seems so goddamn hard in the back of a squad car. I'm in the back of a squad car. Copper theft is a new thing. Grab a faucet and get involved in a looting. Go to USC and steal some valve stems. Jack Christopher Walken's ass for his cowbell. After that, you'll be able to pay your college tuition. Hire submissive maids to wash your dishes. Go through the beginning stages of some crazy shopping addiction. Leave Costco with 80 boxes of Bisquick. And don't forget about loss prevention. This usually tends to draw their attention. No need to pocket the biscuits. Winona, why am I always talking to this chick about proper shoplifting etiquette? Don't be caught with the shit, bitch. At least you're sloppy with it. Watch your posture and don't walk with a limp. You see those cops in the distance? Let's go the opposite direction. And that's when I slip in the back of a squad car. I found myself, I'm back in the back of a squad car. Anyone would tell you it's no fun in the back of a squad car. In the back of a squad car. Why it seems so goddamn hard in the back of a squad car. I'm in the back of a squad car. My aberrant behavior, I've had some consequences lately from irresponsible. I'm in some awkward situations, and for some odd reason, every officer's barricaded. There's helicopters, and I'm being chased by LAPD officers and law enforcement agents. This doesn't happen often as it may seem, but when it does, it's pretty fucking awesome. It's only awful when they tase me. I've had this problem with authority, and it gets worse as I get older. I'm in my house, I do a word search, I get pulled over. Where's the donkey depended on? And I don't bother with race cars that are worth less than a fucking card that is printed on pretty much anymore. And I don't get mad with Billy Bob. He was hitting me really hard on the floor with Billy clubs. And who in their right mind would ever hire someone like Billy Bob on the force? Because in the back of a squad car, I found myself, I'm back in the back of a squad car. Anyone would tell you it's no fun in the back of a squad car. In the back of a squad car. Why it seems so goddamn hard in the back of a squad car. I'm in the back of a squad car. I walked into the office, 2 o'clock therapy with Dr. Katz. I'm looking awkward in a stocking cap, cause it's August. I don't acknowledge him at all or stop. I walk right past him straight to the stall. I have to wash my hands. I forgot to grab the doorknob with my sweater sleeve. The doctor laughs. I heard some jotting on his comment pad. When I came out, he was holding up ink blots, and then the doctor asked, "What do you see?" I thought I saw my dad, and then I said nothing, just dots in black. And it was obvious I was sarcastic when responding back. I got defensive and he sensed it. Is that all? He penciled in some notes. I noticed the end of the sentence. It said progress bad. Perhaps there's a problem. Yeah, I reached into my pocket, scrambled for my car keys, and said, I have to call a cab. I'm feeling claustrophobic. As the cocked and gagged, the doctor offered me a bottle of water with a straw. Man, I had a hard time drinking water through a pollen mask while hyperventilating through a doggy bag. I got up and said, I'll call you back. Tomorrow morning we go talk and chat and solve every problem from my haunted past. The coffee table blocked my path to the door. Then Dr. Katz starts to plot. I'm astonished. Laughs and says, I thought I'd ask, where you keep your Oscars? Damn, he's catching on to me. He saw that it was all an act. You got me, man. You caught me red-handed, Dr. Katz. He saw that it was all an act. I went wear a mask. It's a facade cause it's all I have, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. And you can do as you please. You can say what you want, it won't change a goddamn thing. Reaction was to feel embarrassed, followed by an awkward silence. What's he thinking as he keeps on staring? This time it's not my laundry, my dirty secrets airing. Let's talk about my daddy and my mommy. You should meet my parents, the most wonderful people. You'd have so much material to write a sitcom, a funny movie, and even enough for a sequel. It'd be hilarious. You'd laugh so hard your fucking teeth would be busting the seams. Alright, enough about me. What made you want to become a shrink? He gets uncomfortable suddenly as he shuffles his feet. You probably make the same amount of money it takes me to bust my ass for a month and a week. Only trouble is, some will agree, it takes too long to get that dumb credit degree. And on top of that, it wasn't cheap. Hundreds of G's were spent on books. Probably forgot the ones you did read. My third reaction was to beat my second, to top it by making a hurtful statement. Words could be a lethal weapon. My serotonin's been depleted. I take 3 Zyprexes, and I don't need these sessions, and I don't need suggestions on how I should feel and questions on how I should think, etc. I'm just a case study to you on how to treat depression. Then said I thought I'd ask, where's the nearest pharmacy to fill up my prescription bottle at? I saw that it was all an act. I got you, man. I caught you red-handed, Dr. Katz. I saw that it was all an act. You wear a mask. It's a facade cause it's all you have, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. And I can do as I please. I can say what I want, it won't change a goddamn thing.
Some burn their asses up. Ah, man. I didn't want to do this show tonight. I didn't know how to do this show tonight. So, I don't know. I'm just going to make it. What's up, y'all? I see 4 in the room, 4 in the room. All right. So, came to me today in this news. I don't know if anybody else knows about it. But I guess this is a statement from the guy that did the autopsy on the body. It says, autopsy revealed no physical findings that support a diagnosis of traumatic asphyxia or strangulation. Mr. Floyd had underlying health conditions, including coronary artery disease and hypertensive heart disease. The combined effect of Mr. Floyd being restrained by the police, his underlying health conditions, and any potential intoxicants in his system likely contributed to his death. I'll read this again for y'all. The autopsy revealed no physical findings that support a diagnosis of traumatic asphyxia or strangulation. Mr. Floyd had underlying health conditions, including coronary artery disease and hypertensive heart disease, and combined effects of Mr. Floyd being restrained by the police, his underlying health conditions, and any potential intoxicants in his system likely contributed to his death. This one you thought you had. What up, Nicozy? What up? Just when you thought you had him. You just knew you had him. These people might get a few years. If it comes out that man didn't die from that man kneeling on his neck, I know those people, they're going to get punished. Whatever they're going to give them. You know what I mean? They're going to get punished. I believe they're going to go to jail. They're going to go to jail. But I don't believe they're going to go that long. At all. At all. And when you saw the film, there were some clues. Remember what the cop said? The Asian cop said? He said, don't do drugs. He said, that's what you get when you do drugs. Here we go again. Now, I just saw a story. I guess one of his friends was a former NBA star or basketball player, whatever, right? And I guess they were close. This guy, he played sports and stuff like that. I guess he was good. I don't think he ever made it to the pros. But seems like he was a cool dude. Like a regular dude. Regular dude in the hood. He got in a little something, just like everybody else did that lived out there. Regular people. You get that. You get this dude in every community, black community in America. You got one of him. You have a George Floyd in every one of y'all communities. Just think about it. Y'all know some people just like him. And the things that we do. Like I said this morning, it's the decisions that we made. We made crazy ass decisions. And we take life, you know what I mean? Like it's a damn video game. And shit, you can just get do-overs. Like you might be getting do-overs and shit, but next thing you know and shit, you're gonna be doing do-overs and you're like fucking 70. And you're like your 15th do-over. You know what I mean? Like this shit is crazy. This shit is absolutely fucking crazy. And we got white folk breaking windows and shit. I saw that video. I don't know if it's real. It's a good chance it could be real. If not, that was excellent acting. It was excellent acting. And I'm not saying that's the government that's doing that. It could be certain organizations, people that are organized. Right here in your town. Right here in your town. that you pay no mind to. Wait. We're going to learn a little bit about this dude. Here.
Now, what was your favorite memory of George Floyd? You know, and the reason I ask this is because it's so media can paint whatever picture that you really forget that this was a father, that this was a friend, that this was a worker, that he was a good person. And I'm like, I hate the way sometimes media does things. So what was your favorite memory of George?
Just how even when he did have to, when he did have to, when he fell off to, he always wanted to be this same person. He wanted to be the protector and provider for everybody, you know, and that was just him. When you from our neighborhoods, okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Mm-hmm. Neighborhoods, all kind of, you have 4 or 5 neighborhoods and they all get beefing. But you always have one guy that can go to all the neighborhoods and everybody rock with him. Floyd was that guy.
Don't y'all know a dude like that? This dude, the same dude as in every hood around America. We're going to learn a little bit about him for whatever this guy tells us about, right? And we're going to watch what happened before the incident happened, right? So we can get into that. Let me just play this so we learn a little bit about it. Watch it.
Hung with the robbers and jackals, and nobody couldn't stand them. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd was not involved in that life, so everybody embraced him all around the city, and that's why the city of Houston is so outraged right now, because Floyd he didn't deserve to go out like that. He was in Minnesota changing his life. He went out there to drive trucks to the point where I was just telling you, he could have called me for money, saying he needed this. He called me for clothes. He didn't ask for no money. He asked for clothes. You know, and like he was better in his life, and it hates to get to the point where he turned in that curve to be better, and this happened.
You know, I just spoke to Attorney Benjamin Crump, and he was telling me, he was like, you know, they said that the police were called because it was allegedly a fake $10 bill. And you look at the video and you say, all of that for a $10 bill? What was going through your mind when you seen that? Because as a father, I'm sitting there and, you know, my heart is hurting, and I'm like, I can't believe it. It's almost like you want to be there because you want to just push that cop off him and be like, ugh.
It makes me angry, dog. It makes me angry, bro. It makes me angry, dog, because I know how I move, and I show everybody love, man. I just can't. It just hurt that people have that much hate, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I get emotional when I see a homeless man on the street that I can't help. That's the type of feelings I have for people. You know what I'm saying? So when I see somebody just be so cruel, man, and it's to the point now, and we feel like we helpless. We can't do nothing about it. So you get so mad, bro. And I work so hard, bro, to get that cloud over me with people calling me a thug and all that shit. I worked hard to get that off me. And as angry as I am and the thoughts I have, I want to do something crazy, but I'm not, because I can't jeopardize everything. But at the same time, I'm going to use my voice. I'm going to stand up as much as I can. I'm going to show up as much as I can. I don't care what's going on, because there's 3 things that I want to happen. I want my brother's name to stand the way it should be. A lot of times when police do this, they demean your character. They dig up stuff because they really don't know you.
See now, stop right there. Stop. But he had a fake $10. Now, most of us, I know I do. Be serious. Most of us know we got a fake bill in our hands. Keep it 100. fake bills ain't that good. They might look good. They don't feel good. Easily spotted. Now, like I said, you're a regular old dude. Regular old dude. I'm just speculating, like, you know what I mean? What could have happened? So, I'll hold that to later.
Overshadow what has happened. I'm not letting that happen. Two, he has two beautiful daughters. They daddy not here to provide for them. They gotta take care of those babies. And I know Envy. I didn't make the NBA All-Star teams. I'm not in the top 50, but I'm first team all common sense. And I know we're not gonna get the death penalty, but I'm going for it. Because the only way that they can stop killing us is if they see one of their own sitting at the chair and fry for something he did and knowing that could be there. We have to see it. The world had to see it. My brother died. The world need to see one of them die. That's the only way we're going to get justice.
And I was going to ask you that. What was justice for you? The justice is charged for murder and electric chair.
Yes. And I can't say this because I'd rather the kids get taken care of and they don't get the electric chair and they just get murdered. They get murdered. They have to take care of them kids. Their father's not here. And to be honest, the older Gigi, a 6-year-old, she don't even know yet. I just got off the phone with her mom. She haven't even told her yet. This is the type of stuff that they got to go through.
And you know what hurt me even more, brother? When, I spoke to Benjamin and Crump, and I was like, in the video, which was hard to watch. My wife, when I say had pains and cramps, because all she could imagine was our kids, our son, our daughter, me. And I heard him screaming, "Mama," right? And I was like, how did his mama take it? He was like, his mom is not here. His mom died.
That's why he was calling them. That's why he was calling them.
Unbelievable. That's sad, man. That's horrible. A horrible way to go. And it's a young man, still young. These wasn't no old heads. They wasn't old heads yet. These dudes like my age. And like you say, he's a cool dude and stuff. He was trying to get his life together and stuff. He wasn't like doing shit. I do work. He had a little job and stuff to get by, to pay, do things he needed to do. Like chill on the side, like, you know what I mean? Friday and Saturday, he chilling. Hit the club, do whatever, like, you know what I mean? We go back to work all week. Before work, after work, chill a little bit, like, you know what I mean? So, and we know what you do as black people. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying the rest of the world knows what I'm talking about. I'm talking to y'all.
That's why he was calling. He was calling his kids. I know my brother. He's not gonna make no cry out like that if he's really not in pain. If he's really not scared.
Right.
He's not no scared individual. So for him to cry out like that, my boy was really terrified, man. He was really terrified, and I hate the world seeing it like that.
But it's one of those things. But I get it, and I'm sitting there. So how is his family taking it? How is his girl, his brothers and his sisters? How have you spoken to them? How are they dealing with it, and what are they feeling right now at this time?
Honestly, Envy, our relationship, I didn't even know his sisters. Mm-hmm. I knew his daughter's mother. I know her, and a lot of the homies that's around. And I've been talking to them. You know what I mean? I didn't really have no relationship with his sisters. I had a great relationship with his mama, because I came through for her sometimes. But rest in peace. But I know it's tough. But at this point, I'm just worried about them babies. I ain't really worried about nobody else but them babies.
Now, one thing is I told her, I asked Benjamin Crump, Attorney Benjamin Crump, I was like, right now I feel like the world feels like the only way to get through this, to stop this from happening, is civil unrest. I feel like, peaceful protesting is fine, but I feel like they take kindness for weakness. And, one thing I'll never get out of my face, and never get out of my mind, is the way that cop was looking. As those people were screaming, yo, you're hurting him, he can't breathe, and he was looking looking at that, like that ego got to him. Like, I had his pocket. Hand in his pocket. Hand in his pocket. They said the reason his hand was probably in his pocket because he could put more pressure on his thigh. More pressure on his thigh. And I'm sitting here like, that can't be life for us, man. Like, that can't be life for these young black individuals out there. I can't even say.
It is when you make wrong decisions. When you make wrong decisions, this is what happens. Not lying to you. Shit. Learn from experience.
Say young black because he was our age. Like, that can't be life for us. Because, and like I told Attorney Benjamin Crump, you know how many fake bills I had? I don't produce bills. I get paid. Somebody gives me a change. I don't.
No, but it didn't happen to you. And what you did with the fake bill? You tried to pass it off, right? You like, shit, somebody got me. $20, $10. You a regular nigga and shit, got a regular job. But I mean regular job, I mean regular nigga job and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that $10 and shit, you ain't try to lose that. Or fucking take it to the next store. He might have been catching the flex and shit. The motherfucker gave him that shit. And that's what you're supposed to have anyway, small bill. So,
check a $10 bill?
I say that's what happened, but
I don't check a $20 bill? That shouldn't be a citation.
This happens to a lot of people.
And then you say he's resisting arrest, so we had to put him down? The videos I seen, I didn't see any resistance.
Let's get to the video. Hey, sis, what up? Damn. Ooh, shit. Long, low.
Is in the drive. It's just after 8 p.m. on May 25th, and the security cameras of this local restaurant are rolling. The indicated time is about 20 minutes past. A blue Mercedes has been parked curbside on East 38th Street for several minutes. We do not have footage showing when it arrived. George Floyd is in the driver's seat. A police car pulls up.
Old boy had a little Mercedes truck. See that shit? You know what I mean? He had his boy to hook him up and shit. So stay on his feet. He ain't had to do shit.
In front of this local convenience store, and 2 officers walk in. Minneapolis police said in a statement their officers responded to a report of a forgery in progress, meaning someone was trying to use counterfeit money in a store. A few minutes later, the officers crossed the street and approached the vehicle. The police said they found the suspect in his car. The first officer approaches the driver while his partner walks around to the passenger side. The interaction between the officer and Floyd can't clearly be seen from this angle, but the driver of this black vehicle filmed part of it on his phone. The officer struggles to get Floyd out of the car.
See this right here? Look. The officer can't handle it. He's way taller than the officer.
His colleague walks over to help him put the handcuffs on. The black car drives off. Floyd falls briefly to the ground. The officer helps him back up before leading him towards the sidewalk, where he directs Floyd to sit on the ground. A park police car shows up to the scene. Redacted body cam footage from that new officer was released by the park police chief. The officer exits the car to see his two colleagues questioning Floyd and two people who were just in the car. A few minutes later, the officer helps Floyd up off the ground. The video.
And that guy looks black. He could be black like Knicks, like Lotto or
whatever. Has no sound, so we don't.
See him? You don't really look white.
Know what was said between the two officers and Floyd in this moment. They walk him across the street back towards their squad car. Floyd falls to the ground once more. Police originally said they noticed Floyd going into medical distress and called an ambulance to the scene. Another police car pulls up, obstructing.
That shit spooked his ass. He probably didn't even think the cops was coming. He would have been bounced and shit.
Our view from this angle and making it hard to clearly see what unfolded in the next 4 minutes between the officers and Floyd. We do see Officer Chauvin pull up to the scene with his colleague, and behind the vehicle's open door, we can make out what seems to be a struggle. Whatever was happening between Floyd and the officers at that very moment caught the attention of this passerby who stops to watch. 2 minutes later, a witness standing on Chicago Avenue captures part of the scene unfolding behind the squad car. One officer looks over as 3 of his colleagues restrain Floyd, who is lying face down on the ground in handcuffs. We don't know how Floyd ended up on the ground. One officer is pressing his knee into Floyd's neck, which we see clearly in this video, taken only seconds later by another witness standing in front of the grocery store. She captured the next 10 minutes of his deadly arrest, up until he is taken away in an ambulance.
Unreal. Unreal. Fucking real. Come on, lower it. Yeah, it is sad, yo. Very sad. Very sad. Very sad. But once again, I'll put that back on the screen. Awesome. Oh, I'll just read the thing here. I got it in front of me. All right. So, fall asleep on that. All right. George Floyd autopsy draws outrage for victim blaming and absolving police. All right. Statement of probable cause of the death of George Floyd have been released by the city of Minneapolis, and it concludes that Floyd's death was due to underlying health conditions, not strain illness. The autopsy revealed no physical findings that support a diagnosis of traumatic asphyxia or strain illness. The statement reads, according to CNN, Mr. Floyd had underlying health conditions, including coronary artery disease and hypertensive heart disease. The combined effects of Floyd being restrained by police, his underlying health conditions, any potential intoxicants in his system likely contributed to his death. Now, I guess the toxicology report ain't come back, right? You got this. Oh, this thing about autopsy showing that didn't die as regulates heart issues. Max sentence 35 years with no charges or pay fine. Wow. Bail set at $500,000. Oh shit. So he got shit. Yeah. Bail they damn. Wow. According to the statement, defendant Officer Derek Chauvin had his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, 2 minutes and 53 seconds of what was after Mr. Floyd was not responsive. Wow. The statement also details Floyd final numbers. Central intoxicants. Wow. What do y'all think? Y'all think it was a cover up? And that's what I heard too. The family's supposed to get an independent autopsy. But the body also. Defendant removed his knee. Wow. Unbelievable. Who knows what my man was doing? See, well, like I said before, it's the we have to take responsibility, be responsible for it all the time. I know you can't do it all the time, but I already know that shit. Goddamn, this is the type of shit that can happen. So it's like COVID-19. Like you could go take your ass outside without a mask if you want to. You might come home and be straight, but you might not. But you might not. You can go on over here and shit after work, and do this and that, and make it home safe to go to work in the morning. Rent due next week. I'll be real quick. I'll be back in the house. All because of the decisions that you choose to make. All from decisions you choose to make. Says right here. The misinformation and stuff that they're doing. These people making fake like photos and stuff. So it's like here, a version of the image was actually the day after Floyd died. Twitter and Facebook users shared a photo of a man wearing a "Make America White Again" cap Make America White Again, Red Cap. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. Red Cap claiming it was Chauvin, right? Who was charged Friday with third-degree murder and manslaughter for his death. A version of the image was actually posted online by a pro-Trump internet trickster who has previously duped media outlets into writing fictitious stories. Remember what I was saying about that COVID-19 shit, the white supremacists? I don't know if anybody thought about that. They were right there next to the people there rioting. I saw today where a dude got stabbed by a white dude in a riot. And all the niggas standing there and shit. And somebody pulled a gun on the white dude and held him there until the cops got there. And the cops had a hard time getting in there. They throwing rocks at the cops and shit while they trying to help the black dude that got stabbed. Sad. Very sad. Yeah, we'll get my ass off here and shit. But, I had something else. All right, they're all talk to you, man. Thank you. Oh, I remember what it was. Oh, I'll put a song. I'll write that and I'll show you.
True talk, I never lie. The second I'm proved wrong is the day the devil will cool off in temperature. In hell it be lukewarm, my temper is short like your attention span. Can't quite remember what you were offended at. My parents have no idea that I made a new friend in my detention class. His name is Tuesday, and he claims to be the Justin Timberlake of rap, bringing tension back. Heaven didn't take him, God sent his ass straight to hell. Satan said hell, no one sent him back. Took a selfie of himself and basked as he swelters in a smelly bathroom, as he's joking with the sweaty hand because it's healthy. Biatch, looky here, I'm not your friend and I'm not your bro. I'm not hip-hop or rock and roll, I'm just pissed off. I don't even like music, how'd I end up on this song? Looky here, I'm not your friend and I'm not your bro. I'm not hip-hop or rock and roll, I'm just pissed off. I don't even like this song. So Ronald Reagan and trickle down, the economy's gotten better. A shiny new nickel is what I found in this foggy weather. Pardon me, mister, but I don't want to start any problems. You just got aside first. Yeah, you that call me that palm that don't act like I didn't watch it. Just pick it up with your sausage fingers and toss it right in your jockey's wait in which pocket. I'm talking to you, you money weapon cocksucker. Go squat and sniff a whiff from under cheese from my boxers. These underbriefs have been walking for months or weeks. I've been wanting to shop for laundry detergent for fucking weeks. For some strange reason, the MasterCard is maxed out and the Magna strip on my Visa. It hasn't been functioning. How convenient. I'm easily 5 cents short of completing this transaction. I'm asking the cashier to be lenient. I'd appreciate decency and compassion. I'll pay you back during tax season. Capiche, at least half of it. Looky here, I'm not your friend and I'm not your bro. I'm not hip-hop or rock and roll, I'm just pissed off. I don't even like music, how'd I end up on this song? Looky here, I'm not your friend, and I'm not your bro. I'm not hip-hop or rock and roll, I'm just pissed off. I don't even like this song. I guess I'll bury the hatchet. A person who holds a grudge isn't very attractive. And while I'm at it, bury those axes along with the bodies that belong to the cash register clerks after. Playing AC/DC backwards on a highway to hell, driving in reverse, riding with pastors. Peter pop off ingenious swagger to fight for no missing passage you can't find, cause his Bible is missing chapters. Listen, bastards, if you don't pipe down, I'ma turn this car around and move the shit right now. But don't think I'm not gonna find out who it was that took the coloring book and painted black Jesus. I dropped the low scene off the gaining prices out. Told him to wipe that smile off of his giant mouth for 5 minutes and try frown at me for 9 hours. And this is how I rise to my power. Looky here, I'm not your friend, and I'm not your bro. I'm not hip-hop or rock and roll, I'm just pissed off. I don't even like music, how I end up on this song. Looky here, I'm not your friend, and I'm not your bro. I'm not hip-hop or rock and roll, I'm just pissed off. I don't even like this song.
Check this out. Check this shit out. This white dude during the one of the riots are going. Right? Check him out.
I ain't got part of that shit.
Why does he have an umbrella?
I ain't got part of that shit.
Look at homeboy being nosy.
Stab your skin with a hammer and smash on the nose.
You wanna go? Somebody hold my blunt. Hey, somebody hold my blunt. I'm gonna keep it up. Hey. Are you a fucking cop?
Smoking his blunt. This shit, niggas. Niggas is something else. Look. He said, I'll punch you in your face. He said, all right, yo, let's go.
Stab your skin with a hammer and smash on the nose.
You wanna go? Somebody hold my blunt. Hey, somebody hold my blunt. I'm gonna keep it up. Hey. Are you a fucking cop?
These are all bike cops over here. Then we got the street blocked down the street. We're at 27th and Lake Street right now.
So, I don't think there's much going on in LA. Dude.
We're just watching all this shit burn.
Part of that shit.
Stab your skin with a hammer and smash on the nose.
You wanna go?
Hey! Are you a fucking cop?
But I'm getting tired. I'm sorry. Gotta cut this short. I don't know, yo. Y'all gotta make different decisions. Y'all gotta like choose to live a different. You know how some of y'all want to fucking start to be vegan and all types of bullshit, and stop eating pork and all that shit. Y'all need to work on stop being niggas. Y'all try that out. You gotta make a joke out of it. Like on some real shit. Think about the decisions that you make. If you in a certain position in life, certain things you just not supposed to do, or just not supposed to do until you get into another position. You get me? So that I'm gonna get my ass on out of this. Single-handed. Take some Josh. That's what I like that.
Without JN, I'm nothing. So I guess nothing is coming after JN. Nothing. J is in, you dig? All praise to Yah. Here's the time. First things well, never was your be cats be catch up brain. You in the slain, ask the rain cult leaders who do vids about their features, preachers who profess no preacher. Bleach report, y'all be conjuring demons, thinking you curse. Bubble verse, the Torah night verse. Damn blasphemy with the crew of Fati. Just meditate and see. Sheep with nine spinning in their brain. Hypnotized dead. Brittany and K fed. What kind of man says men fantasize about him? Oh, what an outing. Down low brothers with baby shouting. Mind control puppets when they Satan handler. They loosely be a Springfield chandelier. Campers beware, the wolves are out. They think they got you, we're crying and pout. Drought in their brains like the desert of Sinai. Jeet Kune style, I don't do it, the ledges fly. Seismic activity collapse your beach. Pagodas and wooden structures discovered underneath. Think about Tsunami Jimmy, but the strings, you label infinity. Disseminate judgment like icicles. The mind open up too late for tear trickle. Visual proof of your leader's folly. You're playing more games than Molly. It's a rocky road waking up from abuse. Yet you can't change those who want to remain aloof. Even chant Baffy in they bid to distract me. Laughing in the heavens attacking. Cats a fool thinking Tharawah's a book. They forgot to swim and bit the hook. Tharawah is within as God is changing your heart. Mercy upon those who you put in the cart on the chart to purchase your mind. Who am I to argue with wisdom design? Freedom to write and recite. Turn the devil day and the night. Look how this word smite. Lift they face up bright. Ate up by their own might. So interesting to the sight. It's a page turner. Demons branded with the J-in burner. When J-in, you out. It'll learn you. Scorn teachers run for the hills. Then the hills cough them up, no frills. I get chills thinking about your house sinking beneath. All because you became more Cain than beast. Or more beast than Cain. Where that beast call you by government name. Slain firstborns, even to my own self born. Walk the farm, the one that connives grown. Smoke y'all when aroma enters on. Niggas be walking with their downfall in their hands. She walk with you while you play in the sand. Claiming nothing but old man. Troubled life more than Gary Coleman. Damn. That's old. Let them coals light up into embers. Nebuchadnezzar destroy your temple so you can remember volumes of witnesses against you. Pyrite holding more yoga positions than Hindu. It's the return of Vishnu to end you. Who used stones to tempt you. Talk this up to to a misused pimp move. Blade rip you, whole time Josh remain blissful. Crazy y'all for no dismissal. Use another dismissal to end. Let this fire quench you, same way it quench you. Motto is simple. Wish death upon fam, catch holy mental. Bombarded by shrapnel, have doctor removed. Piece by piece with scalpel. Then when you rest, ninja come through and scalp you. All over tough talk. Vengeance is mine, says Yah. Hear the wings of the tomahawk. Hear the wings of the tomahawk. Cats be yoked up with two rings. Hear the rings. Ring, 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 ring. Yeah. I know. Wish you never did that, right? Never thanking Yahweh for it, you know. All praises to Yahweh. Yeah. For always being active, not stagnant, not finding some box or some book. For being ever present. I mean, what do you expect? Yahweh is Yahweh. Allah. Yo, big up to all those who stand against wickedness, who expose crookedness, who look and seek for righteousness from mature adults, right? Don't be mad when the tables turn, like Grandmaster Flash did to Brother Jock. Salawam.
And with our easy payment plan, $19.75 a month. You just put $20 on your credit card, the Suda 2 come your way. The Queen, not for $169, but $89. Or $22.25 a month with a credit card.
Why my TV tripping? And what the hell's wrong with my power button? Oh, the batteries. My brother must have took them out or something. I need to go to sleep, and if I go now, I'll only get an hour of it. Fuck it. I'll just get up and turn it off. Okay, now the covers. Let's count some sheep. I'll fall asleep by the time I count a dozen. Finally, some shut-eye. Just when I'm about to shut them, the TV turns back on. And this time it's louder. What the? Now I'm cussing. And the neighbors pounding on my wall screaming. I'll turn it down for Huggins. We'll pull the plug out the outlet. Stay, even after Ryan plugged it. Okay, I'm freaking out. This is on some poltergeist shit. Don't I know I'm trying. My mind is thinking, how the hell is this thing tweaking out? Oh shit, I think I'm hearing voices through the speakers now.
Cooked some country baby made out of your grandma's panties. Would you like to try some?
Okay, what just happened? Whoever's doing this, it ain't funny, I ain't fucking laughing. Very cute. When I find out who this is, I'm gonna feed those punks a knuckle sandwich.
Get your muscles faster. Tired of getting fatter. Are you referred by different names such as Chunky Bastard? If your rump is flabby and you consider lifting or sexually exercising, well, we've got just the answer. Lose weight while you sleep. Oh, in the car. Or chugging muffin batter. While eating Snicker bars. No, even Buster Rapper. And if you order now, we'll include a free stick of butter with your lovely package.
What's this channel? Some sort of advertising? How you gonna lose that weight while on his fat and diet?
Oh, is that a liar?
I try to laugh denying at the fact that Stevie just responded back.
Only 36 easy payments of $666.99 plus shipping and handling.
I'm hearing things. I must be hallucinating. Delusional. I think I'm watching too much cable. Watching too much cable? Now you're talking crazy. I knew you was cheating. Who else have you been watching lately? Come on, replace me. What? I don't turn you on anymore? Is that why you kept me off for days? Never spent any more quality time. Well, this Bill Cosby's all on comedy night. And I've been sobbing and crying. And I'm watching. Would you stop it? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Don't you know you kept the goal for right? What's your crime? It's 5? Well, shit, you gotta be at the job before 9. And if I'm late again, I'll probably get fired. It's all about you, yourself, and your needs. What about mine? And when I try to sneak out the door, a lightning bolt shot out the screen and almost hit my feet at full force. What was that for? Try it again. This time I'm aiming higher and I ain't gonna feel no more. Truth is, you haven't been buying any items that I've been advertising. Why else you fucking teaming this for?
Motherfucker, I hope you die a fiery death and burn in hell for the rest of eternity. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your bed sheets. Back up your ass with